Hi again, everyone. This is Nathaniel Gibson bringing to you my Week 7 Multimedia Discussion Board, which is the qualitative research evaluation concept design for our program research. So as a brief overview of this presentation, I'll be going over the program in brief, just a quick catch up on that. Also, I'll be demonstrating my qualitative approach that I would want to take if I was to do a design such as that for my program, my research design, and then also I would look into the reliability concerns as well as some brief insights from the IRB video at the end. So again, my program of choice is the Advanced Peace Peacemaker Fellowship Program, which focuses on reducing gun violence, homicides in the county of Sacramento. And I'll be evaluating how the Peacemaker Fellowship approaches the problem of gun violence and how it's impacting homicide rates. So an area of qualitative inquiry I would want to evaluate for my research design for this program would be with focusing on the impact of gang concentration and density as a precursor to gun violence incidents. And so my qualitative research design would focus on two designs to evaluate this impact. Number one, naturalistic inquiry and ethnography. Naturalistic inquiry is an approach to understanding the social world in which the researcher observes and describes and interprets the experiences and the actions of the people and groups that are in the societal or cultural context of the focused region. And an approach to the sociological research that a naturalistic inquiry takes on, it assumes that really there are multiple views of reality that are influenced by the context and the social environment in which a situation is being viewed. And with ethnography, very similarly, it focuses on the behavior of the people that are within and are in response to the natural environment or culture that they live in. And so while naturalistic inquiry focuses on the society or culture, ethnography examines the way that people are reacting to those environments. And so my research question in this design would be simply, what are the cultural implications and predictors of regions who have high gang activity and gun violence incidents? Qualitative data tends to border on personalization, which really makes it easy for the exposure of political repercussions and influences which may block or influence data gathering. But my methodology for this type of data research would be to conduct interviews, mostly focusing on semi-structured interviews to have a focused center, but the ability to allow the participants to have varied answers and results as well from the result of that, but still structured enough to have a focus for the research. And really the reliability concerns that come with interviews and this type of sampling is the data can be biased by participants who understand or have a certain view coming into the interview. There could be directed answers as a result of how you phrase questions, so you have to make sure that they are structured particularly to avoid that. There could be a lack of focus from unstructured questions, which allow participants to get away from the topic of research, and as I mentioned before, the personal and political influences that could prevent certain types of data from being understood or evaluated. And so some quick takeaways that I had from the IRB video were, number one, the informed consent process, which is a really cool structure and guideline set up by the government to evaluate different types of research that have federal funding and how they are making sure to follow ethical and guidelines laid out by the government to ensure the privacy um, and protections of the people who are participants in the surveys. And a concern that I also had from the video was the issue with privacy concerns from funded research that was privately funded. So when you have types of projects or research designs that are funded by private corporations, how can you ensure that the people who are participating, their privacy is respected and protected in the long run? And so that'd be something I'd want to look into more in the future. And so that wraps up my discussion board for the week. I'm really looking forward to some of the approaches that you guys took with your qualitative research designs and seeing how we can evaluate those together. Thank you.